I went to University of Iowa for college. That's actually where I met Nick. Nick and I became friends there. And when I graduated college, I worked in financial services for 13 years before we started Factor 75. I lived in Chicago for a number of those years, moved to New York, and actually worked for Merrill Lynch on Wall Street for a number of years before moving to Texas, where I spent some time there before we came up with the concept for Factor 75. My background really showed me that even though you can make money in some industries, it's not necessarily fulfilling. So I enjoyed my time working in finance, but it wasn't anything that really I enjoyed and that I got a lot of fulfillment of. But what it did do was taught me a lot about business. It gave me a lot of life experience and a lot of experience in dealing with a lot of different types of people. So that's helped us with Factor 75 tremendously. My biggest struggle with eating healthy throughout the day when I was a busy professional was just deciding, was spending time figuring out what I was going to eat. Those days were very busy. There's a lot of meetings, there's a lot of things going on, and you're asked to do a lot of different things throughout the morning. So the last thing I wanted to do was spend time trying to figure out what I was going to do for lunch. My wife and I had 2 children at the same time as Factor 75. So Factor is 3 years old, and I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. It's been extremely difficult to raise a business and 2 children at the same time, but at the same respect, I think it would have been just as difficult to raise the 2 children without Factor being in the mix and being so young, so we might as well do it all at the same time. Factor 75 plays a huge role in my family's day-to-day, and without it, I think we'd have a very difficult time eating the way that we want to eat and being able to spend time with one another and get all the things done that we want to get done throughout the day, because the reality is eating healthy is extremely time-consuming and expensive. So having Factor 75 work for us all the time has made things so much easier.